This idea that women need heroes to save them is so absurd. And because women have always been saving themselves and other people. Men never save women. That is another reason why I hate you. I hate you. So here's the thing. This guy, I've already talked about him so much. I've done like hours of footage on it, but there's one thing he keeps repeating lately. And he's like, about masculinity, and men need to be like, he's obsessed with firemen and cops. He's all like, that's my idea of masculinity. Provider, protector, procreator, which by the way, Scott, what not? You could say P, you could use for parent. No, you mean procreate. That means just like put your baby gravy in somebody and knock them up so you can trap them forever, so then they have to hold you down so you won't be lonely and go out and murder us. Protector, provider, all this stuff. Look at this. Men are not heroes. They are hero junkies. And Dr. CeciliaRegina said that term in a video recently, and I was like, that's what it is. Hero junkie. Okay, I'm not going to make you look at his face anymore. When you have men in a situation where they feel like they are protectors of you because they have, more physical strength, but more money and more power and all that, do you really think they're going to protect you? Because they don't want to be heroes. They want to be heroes, but they don't. Like CeciliaRegina, I'm going to get this wrong. Please go watch her video. Where she talks about how she equated it back to Grey's Anatomy and Patrick Dempsey. I have never seen that show, but I love watching her reviews of that show because the way she talks about his character and how he just wanted to be a hero. And a lot of the doctors, I swear, every time I talk about, I'm not saying don't ever date or marry men who do these professions, but you should be very careful. Okay? The same way that a lot of women tend to go into teaching, nursing, or therapy when we have a lot of codependency and our entire identity is around help. If some of us get even sicker when we're in those professions because we don't know how to not do anything but save people, right? And then a lot of times we end up getting into that complex of like, that's our whole identity, and we end up causing a lot of harm. So men love to, their whole life, saving people, puts them in the godlike position of fireman, doctor, pilot, cop. And Scott Galloway is obsessed with these professions about how those are masculinity. And it's like, bro, men who love to be a hero make terrible partners. They make terrible partners because here's what they do. This is one of the worst things they do. They don't always do this, but a lot of them will create problems that they then get to save. Men do this all the time out in the world, and it's not just men who do this, but men do this a lot. They create some sort of chaos. Look what the billionaires are doing. We're gonna blow up the planet, make a lot of money doing it, and then we're gonna save you by having this solution, like Bezos just said. We're gonna put data centers in space. Okay, shut up. How about we just not have them? God, I hate these data centers. I hate AI and how they are not even respecting those of us who don't want it forced down our throat all the time. Because I don't know, some of us prefer art that's not made slop. Anyway, and jobs. But I don't want data centers ruining all the drinking water. All the drinking water. They need fresh water. Anyway. Please don't do ChatGPT unless you absolutely have to for very necessary tasks. Please stop! Anyway, so billionaires will create problems and then they get to be the hero of that problem. Men do this in the home. And especially the men who are like people pleaser, hero type. They don't want to be partners. They don't want to be husbands and dads. They want to be heroes. Okay? They don't want to show up and like CeciliaRegina was saying, I can't stop thinking about it. She was talking about how that they don't want to do what's expected of them, which is parent and be a partner, like a grown-ass adult who does the take care of themselves and also contribute to the relationship itself and to that person in the relationship. No. They only want to show up when you're in crisis. They only want to be a hero. They want to save you. They love to save you. They want to be a hero so bad. And then as soon as they've saved you, they're bored. They're bored, right? And a lot of these men who are hero junkies are pillars in the community. I hear it in my comments all the time. Not only do I know this in real life examples, but I see it in my comments all the time. Women will tell their stories about their firefighter dad or their pilot dad or somebody or their, cop husband or whatever that sees themselves as like, or doctor, surgeon or whatever. This is not against all doctors. I'm just saying. Some of them are drawn to these professions because they need to be a hero. Maybe they're a teacher. Maybe there's something. And, a lot of times it comes from their own childhood stuff. Maybe they were in a family with addiction. Like, there's so many reasons. And I know men who have done this and then realize, oh my God, I have so much to work on myself. And I'm literally doing the thing of trying to be a helper, trying to save people. But here's the thing. A lot of times and actually Jamie and Josh Fisher talk about this a lot. They are awesome. Follow their account. And Josh talks about this in terms of him realizing that, everyone at work, in social work or like all of his jobs and stuff, like they got to see his public persona. They got to see the hero, right? But at home, checked out. Right? So many of these men who they want so desperately to be heroes because they've been taught the same way we've been taught to be saved, even though that like literally never happens. So you have so many women will wait for that knight in shining armor or whatever the hell that he's going to save you. But then you look at your past and you're like, well, every single man in my life has done nothing but caused harm or trauma, financial abuse or some bullshit. Like any of the ones we've dated or even ones in our family. And yet still this fantasy, because this social conditioning is so strong of like, but one's going to come and save me. Do not ever date when you're in that mindset. Do not date. And I've done videos about this before. When you are in a crisis, these kind of hero men or even like abusers will also do this. Like seriously, men who don't even care about being a hero. They're literally just looking for a target. That's when I ended up with that hobo sexual who almost unalived me and ruined my life. A friend had just died and my book proposal didn't sell. I was so lost and upset and boom, that's when we started dating. One of my mutuals talked about how, I think it was the death of her mom or some tragedy in her life. Boom, the guy, a coworker starts sending her letters being like, and women fall for it. So please look out for these hero types because they will give everything to the community. And once they've got you, they don't need to save you anymore unless you're in crisis, maybe. And then maybe they'll pay attention to you. But they will do everything. They will overgive in the community. They'll pick all their buddies up from the airport. They'll volunteer for this, that, the other. They'll be the coach of the T-ball team and all this crap. And because they also will tend to overgive, like a lot of codependent people, we do this, overgive, and don't know how to set any boundaries. And it's all about people pleasing, image management, and all this stuff. Then they're resentful. And then a lot of times have no time and energy left for the very people who need it from them most. And that tends to happen in general. But when you have men who are into that, who are into this hero, give, people please stuff because of the additional mindfuckery of male entitlement under patriarchy, that they are the prince, that they should inherit a wife or some bitch who's got to do all the work for them. There's some mommy figure, right? They have that so deep that they will give. But like when women are in that situation, they tend to give to the husband, to the children, to everybody, and that self-abandon. But when men do this, they usually give to everybody but their family, right? Because they want male approval. They want to be the hero in the community. I'm telling you, so many times you find out that these hero dudes were awful husbands, right? The guys who were community leaders were terrible partners, awful dads. Might as well not even been dads. Weren't there. But everybody loved them. I'm not saying that about all of the men who are the pillars of their community or whatever, because I know many who are truly awesome parents, partners, and then the rest goes to the community. But this hero junkie thing, we need to talk more about it. Please be on the lookout for this. And if you're a man, question this. This is your ego. It's not about love. It's about approval. I know this video was all over the place. I've been on vacation. I'm sharing footage of that over on Patreon, and also have a watch party on Sunday, the 16th. At 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna have a watch party. We're gonna watch a movie together. I do all kinds of stuff on Patreon. And if you liked my live with Jennifer Esposito, I do those on Patreon all the time. Please go watch that one if you haven't seen it. Anyway, this was all over the place, but I've been all over the place. Oh my God, I have so much content I want to make. I don't even know where to start. So I'm talking about all of it in one video. So I'm really sorry if this is very confusing. Anyway, follow me on Patreon. Follow Dr. CeciliaRegina, Jamie and Josh Fisher. And I mentioned one other person. I'll try to remember to link all that in the comments. Go follow those people. Support their work. I learned so much from them. And let me know if you heard that comment song. Italy comment song. If you're new here, I do comment songs. Italy comment song. This is where they change diapers in this museum. Italy comment song. Have you ever seen a baby diaper changing place like this? Italy comment song. Italy comment song. This is where you breastfeed. Well, you can't see it. It's kind of dark. There's a couch there and place to throw away your diapers. Italy comment song. Museum-y stuff. Museum-y stuff. Pretty stuff. Pretty ceilings. Museum-y stuff. See the video about Italy on my Patreon. That's where I share this kind of stuff. I had some lentil soup at the museum. Italy comment song. Men half naked and doing really important things, apparently. Italy comment song. Italy comment song. That's where they put dead people. Italy comment song. See the rest of my Patreon.